Have you talked to the family? Is everything all right?
Oh, everybody's fine. They're fine. Oh, by the way, Mama phoned?
At 79, Sally Field is finally opening up about a love that stayed with her long after the spotlight faded. For decades, she kept parts of her heart guarded, but now one relationship stands out above all the rest. Her words about it are honest, reflective, and deeply emotional, revealing what was really happening behind the smiles, fame, and Hollywood headlines. To understand why this connection left such a lasting mark, we have to begin with where Sally's emotional story first took shape. Sally Field was born in Pasadena, California, in 1946. Although her childhood appeared stable on the surface, emotionally it was far more complicated. Her parents divorced when she was young, creating early feelings of uncertainty. After the divorce, her mother remarried, and Sally grew up with a stepfather whose strict and controlling behavior made home feel emotionally unsafe. While her relationship with her mother was close, it was also demanding, filled with high expectations that made Sally feel pressure to please. From a young age, she learned that love often felt tied to approval. To cope, she became emotionally aware, cautious, and adaptable, but also anxious and self-critical. These early patterns shaped how she bonded with others later in life, especially in romantic relationships where she sought closeness but feared emotional distance. Sally entered Hollywood as a teenager, long before she was emotionally ready for the intensity that came with fame. Television success arrived quickly, bringing independence, money, and public attention, but little space for self-discovery. Professionally, she was expected to be cheerful and confident, while privately she struggled with insecurity and self-doubt. Romantic experiences during this time were complicated by public scrutiny, making emotions feel amplified and mistakes feel larger. As she worked to transition from light television roles to serious dramatic acting, her success grew, but so did her vulnerability. At just 21, Sally married Stephen Craig in 1968. At the time, marriage felt like stability and safety in an overwhelming world. Stephen was outside the entertainment industry, offering a sense of normalcy. But as Sally's career expanded and she became a mother to 2 sons, the pressure of balancing professional ambition with traditional expectations created emotional strain. Over time, their paths diverged. Sally grew emotionally and professionally, while the marriage no longer fit the person she was becoming. They divorced in 1975, a painful experience that forced Sally to redefine herself and learn the importance of independence and self-worth. Her second marriage, to film producer Alan Griezmann in 1984, came during a more mature phase of her life. This relationship felt more balanced at first, built on shared understanding, intellectual connection, and partnership. Together they navigated blended family life and demanding careers. However, as years passed, emotional needs shifted and communication became strained. Despite genuine effort, the connection slowly unraveled. Their divorce in the early 1990s taught Sally that even healthy beginnings don't guarantee lasting outcomes and that emotional honesty with oneself is essential. Then came Burt Reynolds. When Sally met Burt on the set of Smokey and the Bandit, the connection was immediate and intense. Their chemistry was undeniable, both on and off screen. Burt's confidence and charm contrasted with Sally's emotional depth and vulnerability, drawing them powerfully together. Publicly, they appeared as a glamorous Hollywood couple, but privately, emotional imbalance existed. Sally sought deep communication and reassurance, while Burt struggled with vulnerability and often withdrew during conflict. Despite real love, the relationship was marked by cycles of closeness and distance that left Sally emotionally drained. The breakup was devastating. Sally later described this relationship as the most significant love of her life, not because it was perfect, but because it was transformative. Burt would later admit that losing Sally was one of his greatest regrets. For Sally, the experience forced profound self-reflection. She learned that loving deeply does not mean accepting emotional neglect. With time, she found clarity, self-respect, and healing. Looking back, Sally Field's relationships tell the story of a woman learning who she is, what she needs, and what she deserves. Each chapter shaped her emotionally, leaving lessons that stayed with her long after the relationships ended. And in finally telling this story, she offers not just a glimpse into Hollywood romance, but a deeply human journey of love, loss, and growth.